What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Virtual Railroader Academy. As always, I'm your host, Professor Casey.
And I'm Professor Dick, and you once again have joined us for Railroaders Play Railroader.
Yes, and we are here with a special guest. We're doing an oddball this time. We're actually working as a full crew. We have our friend of the channel, Conductor for Norfolk Southern, Matt, here with us. Hey, Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing today?
Oh, exceedingly tired from railroading.
From the
Yeah.
one-to-one railroading.
Oh yes, one to one scale.
Yes, if you're tired from virtual railroading, it's time to turn off your computer and go to sleep.
I did have a question. Does this conflict with my hours of service?
No, it doesn't. The FRA doesn't apply here. We
Okay.
learned a while ago that that's a post 1.0 feature, and we're still in early access, so you're good.
Okay. Good, good.
But we're going to be working as a three-man crew today. Nick is going to be our engineer. Matt is going to be our conductor, and I'm going to be the stupid conductor and learn just what the heck a conductor does, cause I jumped from brakeman to fireman to engineer, so I never learned that side of the job. So it's going to be a fun one. So we've got our engine in the roundhouse. I suppose we should probably get out, tie onto our train, and start heading east. We got a long train and a lot of work to do.
So, as good a place as any to start, Matt, while we're doing this, is the ever-present question in our hobby, which is, how did you get into it?
How did I get into the hobby? Well, uh, it all started when I was a young boy and watched a really famous show called Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, and that's sort of what springboarded me into railroading and the love of trains. And it also sort of helped that it was around the time that Conrail was around, and there were a lot of blue trains floating around.
Tale as old as time, right there.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell my coworkers, I will get bullied.
Isn't
So-
it like a secret in the industry that everyone's actually a foamer, but no one will admit it to each other?
Oh, absolutely not. I can assure you there are people that despise everything that we do.
To be clear, who despise everything that you do, who are on your crew, not just bystanders who are like, I hate freight trains. Although those exist too.
I can think of a whole town that hates freight trains, but yes, people who work where we work, a lot of them don't like trains. But the interesting thing is there are a couple engineers that volunteer for Heritage Railroads. We have one that goes down to the Western Marion, and I won't dox him, but he's a good dude. What's our engine number?
We've got 142. And for those of you playing along at home, it's an SY at home.
Is this engine supposed to be in the roundhouse at Dillsboro?
Nope, we're in Bryson.
Oh, dude.
Wrong end of the railroad.
Oh, here we go.
Take the crew teleporter out.
Oh, we'll deadhead me over there. It'll be fine.
Oh god, we're gonna be waiting 8 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8 hours later.
Alright, I guess I'll run ahead and line some switches for us. Where's this camera?
And I should emphasize as well, for those joining along, we appreciate your company and we will be taking questions. So do share them as you think of them.
Whoa, what?
That reminds me.
Okay, there we go.
I should probably get the chat up.
Alright, where's our train? We're over here on track 2 in the yard. Alright, and I have to get I have to get our passenger trains rolling here on the map. Can't forget about the passenger trains. That guy's moving.
So then you, you experience Thomas, you experience Conrail, and the combination of those factors makes you say, I'm going to go work for Norfolk Southern.
That came a lot later. After the great furlough of 2019 and the drought of 2020 and the pandemic, they needed to hire people, and it was a perfect opportunity. So I deleted all of my train photos from Facebook. I did an interview, and I said, hey, I like money, and they said, you're hired. And ever since then, they've been scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to new hires, I promise you.
Far enough, 142. Bring her back.
So, obviously it goes without saying that one doesn't say, I am a former, in the context of an interview. But other than I want money, what did you actually say? Like, what is that process like, or was like in 2020?
In 2020, it was a video interview, so, you got yourself a nice polo and then just didn't wear pants. Because, it was a pandemic year in 2021. Even though it was at the tail end, it was scary. But a lot of the questions were, do you understand that you're going to be away from home, which is hilarious because I'm never away from home. Do you like to work? Are you afraid of being around big machinery? And for some reason, being forklift certified also helped my chances, the guy told me.
Huh.
Cool.
So we're gonna just trust that the yard crew already did a initial terminal on this thing, right?
You got it.
Oh, is there no paperwork in the knuckle?
No, there's no paperwork in the knuckle.
Oh, we may have to do it. But this is a short line. I don't know if FRA rules apply.
We'll be a good noodle. Nick, give us the setup. We'll just look at the last car. Oh, hey, look at that. The brakes apply. Knock them off.
Oh,
Cool. We proved that's a thing.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got a
man,
good release on the hind end.
all right.
Alright, I'm gonna ride in the cupola, because I don't get to ride in the caboose ever.
I have never once ridden in a caboose ever.
I have once doing a shove move on the short line first short line I worked for. We were moving Stonehopper. And that's like the only time I've ridden in a caboose.
Yeah, I've never had the opportunity.
They're not comfortable.
I can't imagine that they are. Well, I suppose I should head up and get some switches lined, huh?
I
Oh,
suppose
that's
it's
where you
probably
are.
good.
I was wondering if your crew teleporter had worked to get you out here.
Yes, I am. Well, my crew teleporter's not working. I'm gonna have to do the thing where I walk in the 6 foot for too long.
Well, I think we
But
got.
yes, the interview process at NS is absolutely just. We're gonna ask you if you like money, and that worked fairly well.
Well, it explains a number of things, including your comment of, now, they clearly didn't choose the bottom of the barrel with you. That was
No.
a few years ago, so.
Yeah, some of the most recent, they sort of scare me.
That's not good.
No, I mean, it's not like, oh my god, I'm worried, but... railroad common sense is indeed a thing that you need to have, and railroading as an industry is sort of dumbed down, so you can, you don't have to think very hard about it.
I've
Even
heard
as
that
a
with the advent of the trip optimizers and stuff from a friend of mine who used to work for CSX. He started out
Trip
in
op.
the early
Yeah.
Conrail when you ran everything with air, and ended his career with trip optimizers, and he didn't have anything good to say about it from the perspective of like what you're doing, like how it took away from the skill of the job.
Yeah, it's a lot of. I heard in the new training they said you're no longer MacGyver on an engine. We're never going. You're never going to have to fix something with gum bands and tape. It just isn't going to happen. You're an equipment operator now, and that's the philosophy that they've taken. Um, and by equipment operator, what they really mean is you put it in auto control and you sort of look at it, and that's not a fun experience.
So maybe you could explain trip optimizer, because I will confess, I've heard it referenced so many times, and yet I don't actually know how it works.
If okay, so it's a little bit. There's a couple different variations. There's Trip Optimizer, which is the General Electric version of autopilot, and then there is what's the other one? Energy Management. Now, Energy Management is terrible. They've stopped supporting it. It's absolutely trash. Not a fan. But Trip Optimizer, when you have enough power, it auto runs the train and it does a fairly good job. But it's basically cruise control, sort of. It will run the train according to the speed limits that are programmed into it, that it gets from PTC, and you just sort of have to watch it and make sure it doesn't go over speed, because it doesn't like to use dynamic. Like, it doesn't grab it heavily enough, and then it'll start yelling at you to take it over.
So it's like an autopilot.
Pretty much.
Like, it
Yeah.
will actually control the throttle and brakes.
Sort of. It controls dynamic, but it's not sophisticated enough to use air.
Handle
You have
air,
to put the
gotcha.
air on. And other railroads have better trip optimizer. Some engines we'll get from other railroads have worse, which is, I mean, the bar is pretty low to begin with. But it takes away from the skill of the job, and it's really boring to just sit there and look at a screen. Which, admittedly, that's sort of what my job is. I look at the PTC, I talk to the engineer, I make sure he's not going to go over speed, and I call out speed restrictions and working limits for, when we need to get through a work zone. It's not a hard job, but there's an awful lot of responsibility to it.
And then when you say that it's not hard, like, because obviously there's ways it's always going to be hard, but how has technology changed switching? Especially because we'll get to this, but a lot of your work is in a yard.
Yeah, so I would say despite all of our technological improvements, at the end of the day, it is still putting X number of cars to X track to build X train, and the only thing that's really changed is the train build rules. Sort of. It gets more intelligent in hump yards because we have... I'm almost certain that they have a program that auto builds, this is the best way to hump this train, and then the yardmasters check it over. But it's the railroad. You're going to find the cheapest solution to a problem that you could just pay people to do. And oftentimes trains will get drilled out wrong and you have to kick a car out 37 deep. It's not fun. In a yard situation, technology is, like, I operate on remote controlled locomotives. And those are pretty fun. Sometimes incredibly scary, but especially when they have, you know, brand new people on them. That's terrifying. But then again, that was me, 3, 4 years ago.
It's amazing how quick you move up the seniority ladder nowadays, and you're no longer green.
Well, I mean, I'd still say I'm green. I'm still at 85% on the step rate, but yeah, I mean, it's not like it was. I think I just really hired out at the perfect time.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about this before when we were setting up mods and everything, but just how quickly it's gone from, 10 years ago, if you were 3 years out, you're still sitting on the extra board, and at this point, it's easy for people who are 2-3 years in the industry to hold down a decent job on the roster.
When I marked up, 2 months on the railroad, I was able to hold a relief job that covered off days of regular jobs, and it was nice having Monday, Tuesday off every single day. I knew when I was coming into work, I didn't have to take a phone call, and the people who hire it out below me were rotting on an extra board for a while, and that's since changed. Like, only the brand new people are on the extra board, and they have it so stacked up, people are only working once or twice a week, which is not great. I'm constantly concerned that if they start cutting, it's going to come back to me, but I hope that enough people have retired that that's not going to be an issue.
Yeah, or they offer good enough retirement benefits to the people who are up there that you can move up the list then.
They have been talking about buyouts for a while now. That would be nice.
So
for me personally.
Yeah, we're coming up to our first siding here, and I see we have an Ella car at the head end of this train. So I'm assuming we're going to have some work to do in Ella.
I would say that's probably a correct assumption. I don't know, the yard crew didn't give me a wheeler, so I'm kind of operating blind here.
So if you hit no, it's not I. I had to learn how to do this like yesterday to set this up. T should be our, if you or I guess you got to go into the anxiety menu and go to the cruise tab, and we're train DL2 and join that crew. And then if you hit T, you can open up the list here.
The anxiety menu. That's
yeah,
great.
It's a good name for it. There's too much stuff in there. But put together the switch list for our train. And it looks like our yardmaster screwed up, me, and forgot to put that Ella car on here. But I think we could be kind and drop it anyway, so we don't empties east, empties west it.
Oh, I'm not.
Do you...
Don't get me started. I work in an old Pennsylvania railroad yard.
I have amazing stories from handling the throttle tonight.
Hello, Zim. We're live.
Excellent.
Welcome.
I've experienced the slowest wheel slip ever.
You'll
You'll
tell
have to...
me. The student knocked the brakes off, and we were kind of like drifting down the hill at like half a mile an hour. And he ripped the throttle, but then put it back. But the drivers didn't catch, but they were still only spinning at the equivalent of like 3 miles an hour. So we were moving, and like very slowly slipping, and it was very weird.
Oh,
Like,
I'm
literally
getting...
the drivers were going 3 miles an hour, and we were going half to 1, and like that was the slip, and that was it.
That's amazing.
Very odd.
Oh, the train left me behind, and...
Right.
Yeah, I was having some weird hiccups there too on my end.
I think you could stop anywhere in here, Nick. We're inside those signals.
Casey, the other 2 stories from tonight will have to wait till not live.
Yes, well, we can talk later.
Railroads Online
Hey,
got
Mario.
something right. I'll leave it at that.
Ooh, you'll have to tell me later. I'm interested to hear. I can't. I actually can't play the new update. I'm having resolution issues and I can't click on anything.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you'll have to tell me I can't experience it. But Matt, we're here. We have a drop off. You're in charge. I'm switch
Oh.
bitch. So what are we doing?
I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't had the opportunity to work with a switchman in a long while. It's normally me who's the switch bitch. But we're going to kick this car out, and I don't know what year it is, but we could probably actually do mainline kicking.
All right, I'll
Because I'm evil.
I'll get the angle cock here and pull the pin.
Yeah, Casey, I wasn't saying that Railroads Online did something in the new update. I'm saying I proved it IRL.
Oh God.
Yeah, well, I didn't, but yeah.
Oh,
You cut down a bunch of trees really quickly.
Yes, that.
You sent the flight car to space.
No.
Oh.
Hold on.
Nick, I'm on. You're okay ahead. Casey, if you want to stand back by where that car is, I'll get it lined up and send it back to you. You can talk him back.
All right. Are we gonna kick it or are we gonna walk him
We'll
back
set
in?
it in there. We'll set it in there. I don't... You're far enough there, Nick. Nick, your line for the house track. Casey will take over from here.
All right. Clear back along 15. That's bad terminology I grew up with. Of give like a bad car count like that and then adjust it once you have a better view.
I mean, that's railroading to a T. It's all about just controlling speed. It doesn't matter if it's actually right.
Clear and protected. 4 to a hook. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Stop. Good hit. Stretch him. All right.
Casey DMs.
All right. Your angle cock's Claude. You're clear. Head back to the con. His move.
I should probably get out of the gauge of that other train.
Oh yes. Hello.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. And that one's got a real person on it.
Ooh. Spicy. Nick, need about 3. Gamer. Nick, far enough.
I don't know who they were, but they got a good roll by good marker.
Nick, 22-0.
Alright, we don't have a dispatcher, so I'm gonna check the map here and see what we have ahead of us.
Nick, give me 10. Down to 5. 3. Drop it down to 1. Help you stretch. Good tie.
I guess I was wrong about that being an AI or a train Northern Isle.
Oh.
I mean, yay for AI being convincing. I guess in this context.
I think it was the
And
crossing
only
that
this
did
context.
it. I think it was the crossing that did us dirty. I thought it was somebody whistling for us.
I thought I saw somebody in the cab. That's because I know they can blow for the crosses, but I thought I saw somebody in the cab.
Alright, looks like we got a good gap to get to Whittier right now.
So, Clear
Let's
ahead.
You are okay ahead. We will catch the caboose.
we're either gonna get on the fly or it's gonna fail miserably, and there's no in between.
Hey man, if you can't get on at 15 miles an hour, you ain't no real yard rat.
Ride a tank car at 15, half full.
Oh god, that's miserable.
There's definitely cars you want to ride and cars you don't want to ride.
I can tell
I
you for
gather.
certain, gondolas are on my list of. I will never be caught dead riding them,
Empty flat cars are the best.
depending on the flat car.
True.
And hopper cars are okay.
Hopper
Oh,
cars are
well,
nice.
it depends.
Depends.
Depends on the car.
I like like the stone hoppers, like the 50-ton ones, cause those have like that perfect shelf that you can hide in on behind the ladder.
The rule is on our railroad is it has to have a floor to be able to get into it. I know one of the short lines. I know math good. One of the short lines that we interchange with, they have a rule that says you can just get in them, even if there's no floor. You can just sort of, you know, step on the supporting structure, just like right above the truck. But with us, you have to have a floor in it. You got to be outside the gauge.
Yeah, we didn't have that rule. Ours was if you can get under there, you can just tuck right in behind the ladder, and then you have 3 points of contact, and you can hang on.
Yeah,
Of course,
I wish I could do that.
This was 10 years ago, so maybe that rule's changed. I have not done freight there in a while.
I mean, anything's possible. Oh, there's that train that you said someone was on.
Wishful thinking.
Very, very wishful thinking. Alright, let me see what our switch list says.
I'm going to do a little bit of passenger train dispatching here from the UI while you're looking at our switch list. Which is, that's one of my favorite underutilized features. So just like when it works so right, and it feels good and correct, and at least how my switch list that I got, short line stuff. It was all scratched in on a paper from the dispatcher, who was also the train master, who was also the. Who
Who knew this guy? Who knew this guy?
It's one person doing like 6 jobs. Short line railroading, folks.
I'm your boss, but I'm also a clerk.
I'm your boss, but today I'm the brakeman, so you're my boss. It's like, huh?
That feels bad. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm not a fan of that. I have some really good old head railroad stories. Well, a handful of them.
Well, feel free to start rambling them off as we're in between our different switchings.
This is exactly what it feels like being on the road.
That's painfully true.
It's so bad.
I was switching in this game the other night while eating dinner, and like in between like using the throttle and the brakes, I would like take a bite of my dinner, put it down, make my hook tie up the air, pull ahead, and then like let go, like take my hands off my keyboard, have another bite of dinner, and I'm like, shit. This is exactly what it's like.
It is. It's awful. They've done this game so correct. having come from Railroads Online to this, I'm a fan. I mean, it just feels more like how it does at work when work's fun.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the good thing. It works about this game. It works with like model railroad like op sessions when like they're done well and they're run right. It feels correct. And I think that's the most important part of doing any of those things. It's just like it feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, railroading when it's done right feels good, and this feels like railroading done correctly. So I'll tell a really funny union story. It was not. This was apparently happened 20 years ago, but the guy just recently retired, so there's no chance of it coming back to me. And I'll use a fake name so to protect the guilty. There was a new guy that had been blowing people to the train master, which is just evil. You should never tell your bosses when somebody's breaking rules, especially on a Class 1 railroad. That's just vile. If you screw up, I'm going to tell you screwed up, and you shouldn't do it again.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
But when you tell the train masters, and this is back when they were just vile human beings and would sit in the bushes and basically camp to watch you get in trouble.
Well, they still do that on short lines.
Well, I mean, we haven't had that recently, but that doesn't mean it can't come back. But hilariously, the old head solution was, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell them off.
We have a car to drop off here on the head end, by the way.
The Hatfield Heating, the 2448. Oh yeah. I will admit, when I play by myself, I normally kick these in here.
I'm okay with kicking hazmat if that's what you want to do.
No comment from me.
What do you want me to do with this move?
I'll let you take it.
Alright.
Alright, Nick, the anchor cock's closed. I'm in the clear.
Alright, 142, you're lined into the whole, clear ahead. Yeah, call it 15 to a stop.
Admittedly, the one thing I think this game is missing is the fact that the knuckles are always open. I think you should be able to miss a tie.
That'd be fun.
Be
Like a
frustrating.
random chance.
Yeah, or you could just close it if you need to like not take a car.
Yeah, to just be able to nudge something.
Oh yeah.
1 to a stop. Halfer. Truck, keep her rolling. Far enough.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I'm on. Let's kick her back. Yeah, good enough. That is more than good enough. We'll see if that derails. Alright, ahead, tender length to clear.
I understand that this is exactly what railroading in the 80s was.
Far enough, switch line. Matt, I'm throwing it back to you.
Alright. Let's see if this makes. It doesn't explode. Oh my god. That was
Holy
that was
crap.
Slight problem.
Aww.
We're gonna have to shove it back.
Aww.
Nick, you're gonna have to go ahead. It didn't.
How much did it miss by? It just missed.
Like 4
Like
feet. Like literally a truck length.
So, despite it being excessive use of force to get it in there, it was not enough.
We've just, Nick, you've learned the most important lesson.
Alright,
is
far
use
enough, Nick.
more
Let's bring it
force.
back.
That's not the most important lesson. the most important lesson is sometimes kicking a car doesn't work out the way you want.
No, that too.
Probably helps if you make sure you bleed off all the cars before you kick something into it.
Yeah, that might be. I probably should have done that.
I've lost control, so
Three.
somebody's gonna have
Oh.
to
Oh,
stop it.
I've lost control. What?
We've all lost control.
don't worry, I got
No.
Hey,
Well,
good.
how
We
do you
we
have-
nudged it back 4 feet.
it. Do you
All
still
right.
have... Who has control? Am I gonna have to...
I've got control.
Okay. I think we both do. How do I deselect an engine?
Click something else.
Okay.
Dispatch, or not dispatch, DL2, this is extra 630.
Hi, 630. How are you doing?
I'm good. I am approaching East Whittier. Where do you expect us to meet?
We're in Whittier proper now. Do we have any pickups on the other side? Ah, crap. We got a pickup. Yeah, we're gonna be working in Whittier for a bit.
Understood. I'm entering East Whittier as we speak. Ooh.
Cool. Are you back in control, Nick?
Yes.
All right.
But I'm not moving.
You're not moving?
I might not be back.
Oh. Oh no!
Okay, I've still got control of the engine.
Okay. I was so excited.
All right, I'm gonna be my own brake.
Oh! That scared me. I just jump cut to be right in front of the boxcar.
All right.
like waking up on-
That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful.
It's like waking up and you're behind one of those trucks that's towing other trucks, so the trucks that's towing are facing you on the interstate.
Yeah, those are...
I know someone who screwed with his dad like that. His dad fell
I know
asleep in the
someone.
passenger seat,
Yeah.
and he drove up behind those trucks that was doing that, turned his brights on, honked his horn, and screamed, and his dad woke up and started screaming bloody murder.
Yep, I coworkers that did that to a person.
Alright, I suppose we should run around these and not try flying them.
Yeah, that would probably be a great idea.
Keep going, another truck length to clear. I don't see any cars or anything, so I think we can block the crossing to do this.
Well, you never
Oh.
know. One could come out of
Whoops.
the blue and just all of a sudden decide that it is going to be.
You know what my favorite rule is on the railroad?
What's your favorite rule?
We're allowed to hold crossings for 45 minutes.
That's a good rule. Alright, angle of Cox close 142, you can cut away.
I like the footboards that only sometimes work.
50% of the time it works, 100% of the time.
I
Yes.
used that line recently. I explained that line to my mother.
Oh, my old head story. So there was a guy running around, turning people in, and so what the guy did was he yelled at him, and then when he went to go out to work, this is in the yard, mind you, he went and he just absolutely just peed in his locker. Just absolutely ruined his locker. Those old heads were built different.
Yeah, they were.
Well, you said you knew the guy who's chewing out the dispatcher on YouTube, who worked on
Wait.
the hill.
Oh yeah, he retired. It was like he was like 4 days from retirement. I don't remember what his name was. He was a great engineer, but he just stopped caring. And
I love it when guys get to that point.
I have another story about something that happened slightly more local to me, but you know what my favorite part that no one heard about that story about that guy is they is
Far enough.
the management wanted to handle him. They wanted to discipline him. It's like he's got 2 days till retirement. Why? That's like my brand of stupid right there.
What discipline are you even gonna pull off at that point?
What's the point?
Yeah,
What is the point?
that's
Oh,
it.
we're gonna
30 days out of service. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll just retire now then.
Alright, I got us lined back to our cut.
Alright, Nick, I'm on. Give me 25-ish. Yeah, that's my favorite. I love hearing like the behind the scenes stories about stupid stuff that happened. He's retired now, but there was a guy I used to work with. Every time you'd go down the tracks, and you'd have to worry about anytime you caught a job with him, you'd have to worry about him speeding. I caught a job on him on I can't talk. I caught a job with him on the hump one day, and we get on the power. I'll go around this track for this track, okay? Track speed is restricted 15 in the yard. We hit 30.
Whew.
Oh, whoops. There we go.
Nah,
Okay.
both got it. Alright,
I wish that's what happened in real life.
right? 142, 630.
This one, this extra 630. What is it? DL2.
Yeah, what are you guys doing up there?
Given that my drop-offs have been buried, I'm just doing some sneak arounds, but
Alright, we have a bunch of work in that yard. If you want to leave them to the side, we can take care of it.
Sure, yeah. Let me,
We'll add more to our growing list of stuff.
Oh no.
This may be a bit of a conundrum. I might have to kick some cars down. In that case.
That's my favorite thing to do in the world.
Kick them when they're up, kick them when they're down. Kick them when they're up, kick them when they're down. Do, 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 do.
This will be interesting.
I do my switching, got that railroad blues.
I guess we can creep up to the signal and wait.
This is the equivalent of when you're waiting at a stoplight and you're kind of you're creeping up, you do that little bit of like, okay, I let my foot off the gas, I let my foot off the brake, okay, brake again, let my foot off the brake again.
The nice thing about the remote units that we have is I can just put it into 1 mile an hour and then just
So yeah,
Can
So,
you dial those in
remote-
that exactly?
Yes, because they are speed select. Well, there are a couple different types of remote boxes. The one we have a speed selector. So I can go 1, 4, 7, 10, or 15, but only on the hump.
only on the hump?
Yeah, they don't let us do that in the yard, in the class yard, because they're cowards.
Wouldn't that be... Okay, so you have a speed selector, but then do you have like conventional, like press a button to throttle up, or
So
something
it's
like
a dial.
throttling up and down? Okay.
So the fastest you can go on a remote unit, the way that ours are programmed, the max speed is 10 in the class yard. But so say I want to go 4 mile an hour, I just throttle to 4 mile an hour. It says 4 on the box.
That's
and then it
awesome.
also has an independent brake selector. There's a coast selector and a coast B. Coast B is 10% brakes.
Yeah.
And then you also have your automatic, which is crane brake. I like using air. No one else likes using air. I think it's smoother.
I think I know a lot of old heads who would agree with you on that.
I just don't like beating myself up when I'm riding a shove.
Fair. That's
I
very
want to
fair.
slow down. I'm throwing it to coast and putting minimum service on. I'm not gonna hurt myself. There's a lot of guys that'll ramp down. Like they'll go from 8 to 4, and then the engine throws a lot of brakes on, like the independent to get it to 4, and then it'll start shoving again, and it's like all the slack runs out, and then all the slack runs in. I don't have time for that. I'm not trying to get thrown off a car.
It was one of the first things I learned when learning how to run a diesel and switch was take a first service and shove and just start notching up against it so that way you're smoother on the guy who's riding it.
Oh my
And
God, yeah.
that is stuck with me through everything I've done. It is just so smooth.
I will say, one of the most interesting things I've learned, well, it was the first thing I learned when I started working on the locals. We would, there's a particular move where you have to shove through an interlocking against cars that another railroad has interchanged with us. And I know what the smell of brakes being on smells like when you're shoving against them. What I didn't realize, because I was in the yard all the time, and I went out to qualify, I'm like, hey, do you have brakes on? He's like, yeah, it's for you. Oh, that's very considerate. I thought we had something sticking that I didn't know about.
Oh dear.
They had to explain to me the concept of
DL2. Oop, DL2. This is extra 630.
Go ahead, extra 630.
Yep, I've made it my train, and I'm ready to leave East Whittier whenever.
Yeah, cool. We're waiting in the clear here for you.
Understood. Proceeding westbound at East Whittier Yard. Be advised, I had to drop my my loads on the lead to Sawmill SO 1 and 2.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Alright, so once 6:30 comes in, we can head over into East Whittier Yard and figure out what we gotta do.
I'm almost scared to look. It sounds like a lot of drilling.
It does sound like a lot of drilling. We've got a bunch of spots. And it sounds like we have more spots to deal with over there. What's that lead? 7 cars long? 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just 1 car too long, I think, to use the lead with this whole cut. Yeah, well, we'll figure it out. We've got 2 experienced people here.
And Nick.
And Nick.
And me.
Hey, Nick's pretty experienced playing in this game at this point. It's been 2 years.
I'd
We
like
can,
to think that there's a guy who volunteers at a place and volunteer shall remain nameless, but I'm told that he's a nice guy, but every day is his first day. I'd like to think I'm not that guy.
Nah, you're not that guy.
That's really funny.
I mean, you can't go hard on, we'll call him Jerry. You can't go hard on Jerry. It's Jerry's first day.
Been this
We have a
first day
couple
for 30
people like
years.
that.
It's been, yeah. Exactly. Uh,
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, I like drilling cars. It's one of my favorite things to do.
so you know the drill by now.
You are just so
That's-
funny, aren't you, Nick?
I was waiting
You
for that to
know it.
happen.
You know it. I don't screw around.
Ah.
Double win.
Just so you know, your pun hit at the height of Smells Like Kenosha. So there's our rec for you is Nick's bad joke.
See, but it's reached its artistic zenith.
Oh. Oh man. I forgot how much of a dork you were, Nick.
Yeah, but we love him.
I come by it. I come by it honestly. I mean, I think that's a requirement for being in this hobby.
Yeah, I would agree. You have to be a little quirky.
I mean,
You do. You gotta be a little weird to be into trains, whether you're working on them or you like it as a hobby.
Yeah. Trust me,
so-
there's no shortage of weird railroaders.
Alright, I got us lined out.
Hey.
Let's head up to the sawmill and figure out this thing. Also, cheating in from the chat, the lead is 9 cars with an engine.
DL2, this is extra 630. Be advised that you are lined into the Whittier sawmill.
Thank you.
Additionally, will I be having any pickups at Ella or?
Nope, you're straight through.
Understood.
we took care of
Eyeball
that.
the price.
for you.
Excellent.
We were on it. Not like the time I left half of my train here in Whittier. Yeah, I completed a switching move, put my train back together, got underway, and I was halfway to Dillsboro when I realized, crap, half the train is still. I'm like, well, that's where my counterpart took claim.
I think we sent out an extra. I think we spawned like a Jeep 9 or the Jeep 38 to deal with that. Alright, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave that line for the hole so that way Cole 1-2 can meet the passenger train.
I'm curious because I'm such a fan of it. Do you have anybody with weird nicknames? Any weird nicknames on the railroad? Because I have a
Yeah,
couple in the
we've got a
chamber.
guy called Left Side Sheet, cause when he was
Nice.
learning how to fire, he kept missing the left side sheet.
Oh, that's a good one.
We've got Straight Air Den Blaker, cause he only uses the independent. We've got Fast Freddy.
Wait, he's handling a whole train and only using the independent?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
No, he uses the automatic, but he prefers to use just the independent. We've
That
got
sounds
Fast.
like you'd get beat up.
You do. He used to work for Path trolleys, basically streetcars.
Oh.
So they don't like their automatic was also their independent.
Oh, it's that blended braking thing, right?
Yeah. Well, cause it's all you know it's all powered. Every axle's powered, so it doesn't matter.
Like them fancy Amtrak guys.
Yeah.
I understand that Amtrak has graduated. Was it graduated freight? Is that, am I saying that right? Graduated?
Yeah, graduated. Yeah, that's. I've worked with passenger cars that can have that. It's literally a thing on the triple valve that you unbolt and flip over to put in graduated.
Huh.
Where do you want me to stop?
I'm gonna let the conductor decide that.
Well, I'm still walking up.
Oh, there's only 4 cars. Oh my god.
Oh, that's
That
unfortunate.
sucks.
That is unfortunate.
That's too real. That's
Oh,
that's too
wow.
real.
There was one time I went into a scrapyard to put 2 cars in, and the cars that we put in there last week were gone. And I realized that, well, they said they were for scrapping. I'm assuming they went to the scrapyard, but like, it was just ripped in half on the lead, just everywhere, and we couldn't get in there. And this is what that feels like.
Oh, man.
The one thing that I'm glad this game has, as opposed to real life, is that I can look at it from a top-down perspective.
Oh god, I wish you
Yes.
could do that in real life sometimes.
Yeah, there's really no easy way to do this. Is there any room in the yard?
Um, there is. We're gonna have to run around on the main though. There's cars got left over here. Actually, wait, hang on. Are these cars? I think these cars will fit inside the siding here. I have an idea. Let's pull ahead. Run around on the we'll pull ahead on this on the normal track here. We'll run out onto the main a little bit, run around. We'll grab these pulpwood cars and this Gon, and shove them all in and try and get them to fit in between the short runner.
Okay, I like this plan.
It may not be real clear. It may be railroader clear of foul, but I think it'll work.
Hey, as long as you have 6 feet and you're not leaving it there permanently, it's fine.
Exactly.
So I guess just clear up the crossover and we'll run around it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Switching puzzles.
I think that's probably the best
Clearing up
option
the
there.
crossing. Okay.
Northern Isle, I look forward to the day we integrate drones with switching. Half joking.
Drones will always be for train masters who want to spy on you.
Yeah, to your point about, well, train masters aren't in the bushes these days. Are they now in the skies?
Sometimes. It depends. They've been trying to win over hearts and minds, but it hasn't exactly been working well. And then recently they had to look at the gutters on top of one of the buildings, and they saw like 7 rule violations. Like, yeah, you needed to look at the gutters on the top of the building. You're out of your mind.
There were 7 rules violations for the gutters on the building. Oh,
No.
Sorry. Took me a minute. Yep, got it.
Railroaders.
Yes, they had to, and then they just so happened to find 7. Yes, I see now.
Alright, I guess that's far enough there. That's probably fine. Angle cock's closed. You're okay ahead.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Getting rid of these pulpwood cars first.
Yeah, okay.
Getting all that on the short runner, then I'll pull down and do the other stuff. Are these coming with us?
They're not on our thing, but I suppose we could... I don't know if we have the power. Looking at this.
I don't think we have the power. We were kind of struggling uphill out of Bryson.
Hang on,
Um,
but we're only picking up 4 cars here. We're ditching 3,
I mean,
4,
this is
5,
not
6,
my-
7, 8. We're ditching 8 cars. We're losing half our train. But these guys are heavy.
Yeah.
You know what? They're not on our way, Bill. I say make it the next guy's problem.
That gondola is. You're far
That's
enough there, Nick.
loaded.
What?
That gun is loaded too.
It's fine. We'll get rid of some of these cars here.
DL2, Cole 1 over.
Hey, cool one.
Just wanting to confirm. Sorry, I'm at the home stick here at East Whittier. Just wanted to confirm if I could throw that switch and carry on through.
Yep, we just normaled up for you.
Roger.
Nick, need like 15, 1-5.
Alright, now that I'm done with my little bit of AI dispatching in the map and following you guys around with the 2-camera,
Nick, give me like 4. I spaced.
That's
That
okay.
happens.
Hey, I saw one was coming.
3.
I'm down here at the switch for the short runner.
Alright. One more. Truck it. Hey, that'll do. Give me a little stretch. Alright, good time.
We got 4 to clear the switch here. Ahead or back?
Probably back. I think it's probably going to be a good idea to tack that onto the head end of these. And then put it all on the short runner, because we got to take that car anyway.
Yeah, then it's not buried for us.
Yeah, then all we have to do is grab the one.
Alright, keep shoving 4 more. Keep her rolling, 2. One. Half. Keep her rolling nice and easy like this.
We're in the clear on this side.
Yeah, we're just clear on this end.
Alright, clock's closed, pins up, you're okay. I guess is that west? Or is it north?
East?
South?
East.
East? East. Okay, east. Oh,
Sorry.
oh, it's twice. You tied into it twice.
The other ahead.
Yeah, just take it ahead.
The head. Got it.
You're far enough there.
Alright, so we're gonna take this
It's
gun
in
and
it.
bring it back to our cut with us, right? Is that
Yeah.
the move?
That way we have at least, 2 clear tracks to work on. You're okay back. Give me TN. Where's Brooks?
Other end of the map.
Is that up by Andrews?
Heading towards Andrews.
I've never been up there.
It's near Alarka. Well, Alarka Junction, actually.
Give me one more. Halfer. Oh, truck it. Far enough stretch. Beautiful. Oh, you won't believe it. Good time.
I like a good tie.
Alright.
My favorite is Pod. Or
Did-
Pad.
That caught me
That
so
was-
off guard.
That was a blink and you miss it type of one.
I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of that one.
Oh, that's great. Okay. If I had the foresight, I would have cleared the switch on the other end.
Just
We're gonna have to go the whole way down.
yeah, keep an eye out there for that the hopper jet there.
Bryson Yardmaster, this is Extra 630. I'm approaching Bryson Yard. Do I have permission to enter the yard?
You do. You are lined. There's one track open. Drop your cars. Please refuel your locomotive. Turn, and I will have your train ready to go. I need you to turn and burn.
Understood. Turn and burn it.
Also, by the way, I just realized that the 3 camera brings you to the dispatch board.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was with
that
the
is
latest
awesome.
update. I've never unlocked dispatching, so I have no idea how it works.
Oh, you'll
You're
have to join
far-
us one night.
Far enough there, Nick.
Gotcha.
Start him back, clear 30.
Oh, you.
I'll be a good noodle and normal up our switches as we go back.
Ah, there's a good brakeman.
You would've
Line the
loved-
next crew out.
I believe the politically correct term is switch bitch.
There was. Somebody-
Depending on who you're talking to, the politically correct term is useless.
That too.
Near where.
Nick, still get 20.
Good. Near where you are, bit north of you, but there used to be a killer layout with an even more killer CTC board.
North of me?
Yep,
What, Gibsonia?
even further north than that.
Oh, okay. 8. 5. 3. Chamber. Oh, last one. Oh, I need a bump. I'll do stretch. Oh, you got it. Have I been tying handbrakes on these cars?
No,
Nope.
we've been leaving them dumped.
Yep.
This is mainline operations in the God knows when. It's fine.
I mean, if we really want to be historically accurate, we can just bottle everything and tie a handbrake.
That is super illegal.
It is so illegal now.
Well, sometimes you get instructed to do it.
When the shop asks you to do something.
Well, I mean yeah, you got to.
I was
I
told.
I got brought up by guys who were like 13 years old, hanging out at like Erie Lackawanna terminals and like getting to help out with the crews and learning how to kick cars and fly switches as like a 13-year-old on the EL.
Oh my god.
He knows how to pole safely, and I'm putting safely in air quotes because polling's not safe, but he knows how to do it because they taught him in like 78 how to do it. Okay, I'm fighting my cat here who wants to sit in front of my
How far
screen.
back am I going? I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, because you've
is my
started.
answer.
Yeah, I don't know why you started shoving back anyway.
Yeah, I think we need to
I
go
thought
ahead
that
into
was
the
the-
Yeah, we
yard.
need to take it out. Go
Okay.
ahead and pull down to the mainline switch there, and we'll cut you away.
I think we need to
Right.
run around, pluck our drops off, and then shove everything back together.
And then run around it for the third time. Probably.
Or we can do a flying switch somewhere.
That's a lot of cars.
So I'm going all the
Yeah.
way into the yard?
Yeah, go the whole way into the yard. That's fine.
Okay.
I guess, in theory, we only really need to clear that crossover in order to get to it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're fine. That's fine there. Get you cut
I
away,
really
and we'll
just
run back
died.
to Maine.
I only
I got
just
the cut.
now realized
Alright.
how terrible condition our caboose is in right now.
Yeah, no, we're playing Living in the Depression here on the AM&W.
Please
We
tell
have-
me how to pronounce the first word in AM and W.
Ahsoken.
Like, as in like Ahsoka Tano.
Yes, but slightly more emphasis on the H. It's Ahsokan. It's the it's
So
Did you lose?
okay.
Are you back in control?
I am in control.
Okay. I heard you rapidly accelerating.
That was deliberate. So it's like
Whatever you
cool
say.
whip.
Cool. Cool. What?
Wait, hang on. What are we doing? Did we mean
We're
to
gonna
stop?
run back to main.
Oh, we're gonna run down the main. Okay.
Yeah, we're
Cool.
gonna run down the main, tie onto the tail end of our train, grab the stuff that's on the lead.
I missed that part.
This time
Yeah.
I knew what I was doing.
All right, far
And
enough.
then once it's all together, we're
Line
probably gonna fly a switch so that we can run around and stuff. Although maybe let's not run down the main exactly right now because there's one coming up behind us.
Oh god, ahead. Your other ahead. That ahead.
Yeah, there's one shooting up the main right now. I think it's one of them their fancy new AI trains they're implementing.
Ah, damn Terminators. Go, keep going. Engine to clear. Engine length to clear.
Well, this is turning into a.
Stop. Shove back.
I mean, is it gonna-
Lined.
No, I mean it'll
Is it
stop
good?
for us.
Oh, that's
We
true.
just don't. We don't want to stop a hot shot. What is that? The fast mail? No, the Valley Local.
This is well, hey, we are doing the full Emperor of
Alright,
the
far
North
enough, Nick.
thing. We've got the right engine for it. We've got the right we highballed in the yard. I mean, we're doing all the mean things.
Do you remember that time we were doing the air brake one and we were coming around the corner and we almost slammed that switcher going into the shop? And it was like, stop, 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 dump it, stop.
Where was this at? Was this in Bryson?
It was in Dillsboro. There's a clip of it on YouTube or Twitch somewhere. But like, I panicked and I bailed myself out of the engine as we were like 2 cars away from it. I yeeted my character out out of pure fear. Alright, you're lined ahead.
Wait, was that when you were running the B65
I think so.
that stream? Yeah.
I vaguely remember this. It speaks poor of my character that there are too many incidents that blend into one another.
It's clipped somewhere. I'll have to send it to you. It was one of the funniest things we've had happen.
Oh wait, I was dispatcher
Alright,
for that
line
night.
back.
Alright, I got a normal crossover up. Yeah, I literally just looked and went, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, when you said, oh no, I saw the smoke plume render in, and I'm like, oh crap, ahead. Go, 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 go.
Oh, that could have been horrific.
It would have stopped for
A switch
rather
line.
than stopped.
It may not have stopped for us. It would have stopped for like a switch or something.
Well. Tragedy was averted by the careful crew thinking and coordination of the crew.
Yeah, don't tell them how it was our fault that we were out there to begin with.
Shh, no one needs to know. We cleared up in time, it's fine.
Yep.
Incidences in the yard stay in the yard. That is a cardinal rule. So I think our options are to fly these into where they need to be, or put everything together and then try to take it in.
No, I think we fly him in. Let's.
I think-
it's only
yeah,
four.
that's-
It's only 4 cars.
It'll be fine.
It's 4 cars. We have
Probably.
3 people.
We can tie handbrakes on at some point. Maybe knock the air off. Put them into emergency. Oh, I see. We got some poles over here too.
Oh man, we have
So
one
close.
buried the pole. That filled as we were sitting here.
Oh, the best part is there's that empty flat car we're gonna have to
It's
drill out.
smack in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can shove that on top of these once we fly them in.
Yeah.
Bryson Yardmaster, this is Extra 630. Will I be needing a helper for this run?
I don't believe so. When you couple on, let's do some tonnage math.
Understood. Understood. Conducting my sneaky to my cut.
You are okay ahead, Nick.
Ahead.
Ahead. Ahead. Ahead.
Nick, you're other ahead.
Oh,
The ahead
that
is the
ahead.
forward.
You laugh at the tonnage math, Matt, but this is a short line masquerading as a class 1. We run enough trains where we needed to do light power moves to rearrange locomotives to help something else up a hill, and everything's at tonnage and double headers and MU
man.
everything.
I heard that they finally added length to the game.
Yeah, that's I have the engine selected in the UI, and that's been showing at the bottom the whole time.
Ooh, that's
We take
spicy.
this
I
down
like
to the
that.
bumper.
Yeah, take it the whole way down.
Alright, I'll bring him down.
Alright.
4 to a bump.
Ooh, a bump. That's spicy.
Keep coming along 3.
okay. Oh, I see what we're doing.
Oh yeah, we're doing one of those outlawed moves.
One of them fancy flying machines.
Because we're gonna do one of them FRA illegals.
Keep coming 3 more. Alright, 2 cars now. Half a car. Anywhere in there is fine.
Alright, Nick, full reverse. That's the way that is back.
I'm fine if you tell me to go backwards. If you tell me to go forwards, that's when we're in trouble.
Everything
Apparently.
is reversed to you.
Alright, I'm standing here at the switch.
He's away.
Run like hell, Nick.
Copy.
Oh, that's tight. Hey.
Alright.
Well done, team.
There is nothing like riding a car that has nothing attached to it with no air.
Come back ahead.
I say we drill out that gondola first against those other cars on SO1 and
Yeah, that makes sense. Tender. Half. Far enough. Reverse. Why don't you go ahead and come back? I got you lined all the way down to the guns. Call it 20. Three. 1. Sorry, dispatching virtually here. Halfer.
Yeah, there was a 2
Got it.
in there somewhere.
Yeah, there was. Alright, got that, and we'll get that. Alright, I'm on. Ahead, we'll clear out to the lead switch here.
You go.
630, what do you got for tons?
I'm just gonna drop this on top of those other outbounds, Matt.
Yes. And then we'll put the rest of those back where we found them.
Yeah. Looks like you got 4 to a stop. Two. 1. Keep coming half a car. Truck. Far enough. Got you lined back. 5 to hook you down there, Matt?
Yeah, I'm down here.
Yeah, I'll throw it back to you.
Yeah, alright. Back, 6. 6 to a tie.
Bryson Yardmaster, this sector 630. I am tied into my consist and currently sitting at 1328 tons.
Nick, give me 3.
Helper.
Make it far enough.
that-
Give me stretch.
Yep,
In that case,
you're
I'll-
getting a helper, so give me a second.
In that case, we'll grab 632.
Yep.
Alright, 142, take him out.
$630 hold anyways, Cole 1 is coming in.
Yep.
Uh, 142, give me 2. Down to 1. Uh, 142, you're far enough.
I see what you're doing. Oh, that's
Oh,
smart.
yeah. Oh, I'm a yard rat. Pins up, take it out. Need 3. I'm a yard
Well-
rat. I pride myself on efficiency.
One of the few people I know who is a yard rat.
There's
know
not
a-
many. There's not many true yard rats left.
I know a
One
lot
more.
of local guys. Lot of road guys. So, road guys
142
less
far
and
enough.
less these days.
Well, yeah. Alright, pins up, little kick.
I'll rat her in.
Those cards are bled off with no handbrake.
Okay, cool. Why did we dump?
What?
I thought you said kick.
Yeah.
Oh, this car still had like a 30-pound set on it.
Oh, I turned the ankle cock before
Alright.
he released his air. I forgot that can happen. Oh, look at that. So beautiful. I love free rolling cars. Give me a half. Truck. Far enough. Line back for, I think, SO1. Back 4 to attack.
Oh, creative.
Oh, yeah.
Donk.
Hey. Give me one big one. Halfer. Truck it. Oh, I need a wheeler.
I am
Nick, I
stealing,
need 6 inches. Come on.
I am
Oh,
stealing
stretch.
some of your terminology
it.
here.
What do you mean you're stealing some of my terminology?
I like
am-
Wheeler.
I am stealing Wheeler.
Oh, this is northern
That is a new one.
region
I am
stuff right
stealing
here.
that. Well, you see, up in the New England area, we don't have terms like that.
Oh. Do you guys use Roger a lot? We use that all the time down here.
No, that was kind of drilled, for lack of a better word, out of my head by when I was coming up of don't say Roger. I came up over in
Somebody giving me
northern
a cow.
New Jersey,
Yeah, far enough.
far enough.
Back 6 or 7, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
stop
told
before
us
you hit
not
the
to do it, but everybody here does it.
Yeah, the short line I was working for in northern New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, kind of like knocked it out of your head early, or didn't let you say it at all.
Oh,
Do,
you know what?
do
You know what our
do
supervisors hate is when we do the double click.
you do over and out though?
No, we
We're
don't do that.
supposed to never use
No one
it.
does that. No one does that. 3 more.
See, that's the nice thing about running is like, no double. Like, I just hit the whistle. Like, whoop whoop. Cool, good. You heard me. You
You're
know what
far
I
enough
meant.
there, Nick. Yeah, if I can. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Alright. Pins up, take it ahead, need 3. Yeah, that's something we don't do, because normally we work 3rd shift. If you blow the whistle, you are an asshole.
Yes.
They hate us.
Your neighbors will love you.
Oh, they hate. Get your neighbors to hate you with this one simple trick. You're far enough.
Bryson Yard, Master Cole 1, just passing the approach light for Bryson Yard.
Pins up, let it go.
Cole 1, Bryson
Oh,
Yard. You're...
wait a second. That's the wrong track.
Yeah, I was confused.
Oh, no!
I will fetch them. I'll fetch them. It's all good. I got this.
It's
Cole
fine.
1.
I accidentally let them dump.
Oh, that makes sense.
Bryson Yard to Cole 1. You're coming in on the westbound main. You have pickups at the west end of the yard. You can do your switching and then head on out.
Cole 1, message received into the west and pickups at the west end of the yard. Thank you.
You're okay, head, Nick.
And
No,
Bryson
my
Yard to
brakes are
extra.
on. And my air isn't tight.
Oh, I'll get
This
the air.
simple trick via railroad. Accurate.
Too
Very
true.
accurate.
Too true.
Bryson Yard to 630. Once Cole 1 is clear, get out of my yard.
Understood. Also, Bryson Yardmaster, this is extra 630. I may or may not have a warped mod. Is there supposed to be something between BJ Boxcar and Bruce C221?
Alright, I got the pin.
There we go.
Alright, half an engine to clear here.
Yeah, it's a hopper.
Far enough.
Oh.
Let's go donk back into these, forward to a hook.
Did you say bedonk?
Donk.
Oh,
Two to a
dog,
hook.
not bedonk.
Not but donk. Donk.
At the honky tonk,
At the honky tonk.
but donk, not bedonk.
Yes. Half. 3 feet. Alright.
Our viewers come here for quality entertainment. What do we give them? Outdated
Honky-tonk.
country music shows.
Alright, what the hell are we doing with these?
Mm,
Just gonna shove these all the way down to the other end of the, yard? So we've got to come back in with a huge cut.
yeah. We're gonna have to go the whole way back down to the other yard.
Yeah, we're going back down to the, run down the main.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna check to see if anything's coming this time.
Oh yeah, that would be really good.
No, we're good. Alright, 1 to clear switch.
Okay.
Half. Far enough. Alright, I've got you lined back down the main. Let's go ahead, clearing the yard lead other end.
Yeah, brace it, Master. I may, one of my mods might be bored.
Okay. Log out, log back in, see if that fixes it. I've done it twice tonight. You got time because the fast mail is gonna overtake you.
Understood.
Back in.
Another good word that I've learned from the railroad: shaboingery.
That's a new one.
Yeah,
Like that's only come up in the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's a new one. Anytime someone's just not doing what they should be, there's some shaboingery going on in here.
How many cars do we have with us?
Sheboygan.
6?
Makes me think of the town of Sheboygan.
There's a town called Sheboygan.
Geography with
Sheboygan.
Nick.
Nick,
have to
I
look
learn
up what
something
state
new
this is.
every day when I'm around you.
Yes, Michigan. Sheboygan.
That tracks
I wasn't
for
making
Michigan.
that up.
Sheboygan, Michigan. Well, if we're reciting weird place names, Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, PA is the king.
No, Australia's the
6
king.
cars. 5, 4, 3, 2, half.
Perfect. Spotless landing.
I mean, we're in emergency, but we're fine.
What's a
Yeah,
what's
we're
a
not.
what's a 17-inch flat spot?
Hey, emergency is just another position on the brake handle to stop.
See, that's positive thinking.
We had a guy shoving in the other night, and we're doubling out, and I'm watching him because he's newer, and he was coming in way too hot, and like he could have recovered it if like he just put air on and stopped shoving. It probably would have stopped where it should have, but his solution was to go right to emergency.
Oh, God.
It's like now, the
Big
best part
hole.
about the best part about those remote locomotives is when you put them in emergency and you're moving, the horn comes on and doesn't stop until you stop moving.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So when you're shoving in a gigantic freight train that's like, I don't know, 90, 100 cars, it's very heavy.
6 to a stop? Or to a hook?
It was just nonsense. It was loud. It happened. They slid for at least 25 cars.
2.5? 2.
That reminds me, did you get to take part in one of the railroad days?
Half.
Or family days, that's what it is.
5 feet?
I do
3,
I
2,
do believe
1.
they ooh, spicy tie.
It's fine.
No, I did not get the opportunity, and they are called railroad days now.
Okay, I got that right the first time. I thought it was family days.
What's our move, Chief?
I'm what? My camera just stopped working. What? What the actual? What? The... Okay. That was
Oh,
weird.
man.
All right.
Would it
This
make
is our
sense?
move. So, shove back 5. Shove back 5. That's reverse on the handle, Nick.
I'm getting the hang of this choo-choo business.
The other thing I think we need to bring back with railroading is a vicious mockery.
That went away?
It's been really, really tame where I work.
Oh, dude, you gotta get into the short line business. The mockery never stopped.
I mean, like, it's like, oh my god, you get the old on the radio when you screw up, but like, when I hired 3 years ago, everyone laid into you. 2 more. And far enough.
I think I get what you're doing.
Oh yeah, We're gonna do a little one easy trick to make everybody hate you. So we're gonna cut away here. Nick pins up, take it out. We're gonna go all the way out, clear the main line switch, and shove this back on the short runner.
Oh, that makes sense.
That way we can come right up against these cars. Shove back, and then we'd be able to go in the correct way to Sawmill.
Yeah, okay.
It might have been easier to just stick these on the short runner, but I don't know if all of these would fit.
I think anywhere in here is good, Nick.
Bryson
Yes.
Yardmaster, this is extra 630. I will,
Alright, pins pulled.
I have my train set up, and we'll be departing Bryson Yard once I get the yellows.
If you have clear track, throw the switches and go.
Understood. Proceeding out of Bryson Yard eastbound.
I thought we were I thought we were much further down that siding than we ended up being. Oh well.
Yeah, that one always gets me. Alright.
Short runner, right?
Yeah. So we're just going to shove the entire way back up against those cars. We don't even need to throw the switch. Alright. Okay, back. Give me 39 and a half.
It's the half that gets you.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a
If you
good
wanted
middle
it,
and get our
40.
switch here.
I promise you that third trick where I work is hilarious. When you're shoving in a track and you have to ride it in, you'll hear people say, "Clear 270,000." What? People will just throw really random oddball numbers out of there. It's just hilarious.
So you're cleared to Chicago is what they're saying.
I have heard that, yeah.
I've heard
Take
that,
it to
except it was
Toledo.
someone who is old and used to work for Metro in their youth. So, and they called out a very specific station. And it's like, okay, that doesn't bode well for me today. Wonderful guy though. Great conductor.
Okay, time for a stupid former question. I can say it's stupid because it's my question. Have you operated any heritage units?
I'm a conductor. I haven't operated anything other than remote locomotives.
Well, but have you crewed on? I should say. Have you crewed on anything that's been that's used heritage power? Shall we?
Tunic, too. I've had a heritage unit in the consist. I've had the Virginian. It wasn't leading, so I mean, far enough stretch. That being said,
So not something where you saw an extra amount of rail fans trackside because of what you had on your trip.
no. That being said, I have been in the Pennsylvanian heritage unit, and I've got to tell, this is a hot railroader take if you guys are ready for it. Nick, you're okay to start shoving back. You're gonna clear the sawmill lead.
Yeah, I'm riding the engine.
I'm on the caboose. Here's a hot railroader take. All those very pretty engines, if you were to climb into the cab of them, they would all smell like pee.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Is that because all engines sound like pee, or those ones specifically?
Oh, I mean, every single engine. Have you ever seen that guy on I think he's on YouTube or Facebook, where he'll just run up to things and lick them? He did that to a heritage unit on the what's it called, the fuel tank, and the only thing I was thinking was, do you realize the amount of E that's probably on that.
Yeah, significant.
Oh,
Ugh.
yeah, I know, right? That's a terrible thought. Hey, far enough.
I've had one experience with the Heritage unit, and it was uh, it was on the Lehigh line, NS Lehigh line, and
Ooh, okay.
I want to drop off a bottle of whiskey to whoever at the power desk, the train master, road foreman who set this up. But they had the Penn Central Heritage unit leading the garbage train out of Croxton
Oh,
for a
that's
summer.
fire.
It was an entire summer. It was just leading out, and it
Nick,
was
give me 10.
That
1
track.
it was the funniest thing ever.
5 of them. 3. And whenever you get a stop, that'll do. Alright, pins up, you're okay ahead. I don't think all of these are gonna fit, but we're gonna try really hard.
Chat says 9
All
cars,
right.
so I guess we're going to the bumper with them.
Oh, I mean, there'll be a lot of
I
bumping
will.
going on.
I'll inhale deeply to make sure that we fit.
I don't have a lot of faith in this.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Well, maybe. I believe in you, Nick. You can
Thank
do it.
you.
I believe in you.
This
Suck it in,
that's
buddy.
the. See, Matt understands that this railroad runs on optimism.
Oh, I need 4 inches. Oh, there you go. Let's go, Nick. You're the man.
I try.
All right.
We've got a Gon buried in here for that other track.
That's fine. Let's kick everything but the gun.
Gotcha. I
You're
got the
lying.
Gon.
You are lined for the SO, one of them. The one that's clear. Launch it. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I love kicking at least 10 cars in one shot.
That's fine, right?
That's legal, yeah.
Is it actually?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right.
It's
let
lined
me
for
know.
the Gon lead.
All right.
2-2.
I'm riding it. Oh, your other back, Nick.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were pulling ahead. I spent so much of this stream going backwards when I should be going forwards. I thought I'd change it up.
And I'm away. Whee!
Am
Oh,
I
that's
going ahead or
beautiful.
back? Oh, back. 'Cause they're
You're going a direction, I believe.
That's helpful.
Oh,
I
dude.
mean, that's how I feel in life, is I am going some direction. It's just what direction.
Welcome to the Roundhouse Podcast, hosted by Nick Ozerak.
All right.
Welcome
Today's
to the-
episode, we're
welcome
going to be
to the-
talking about railroading.
Are we
Welcome
ready
to
for
the
this last cut?
existential.
What's that?
Ready for this last cut down there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's all going to fit.
It sounds like the next guy's problem.
Well,
Isn't
I
that
mean,
what, isn't
now
that
that
what we're
you've
supposed
already,
to say?
Now that you've already picked it, yeah. Yeah, it does. I got the handbrake tied on the west end of that, so you don't even need to do anything.
Okay, cool. And I got the
think
switch
yard
line
rat
so
efficiency.
we can go right back up.
Oh my
You know,
god,
that-
they might
that-
actually
that
make
may
it.
all fit.
Oh my god.
And you doubted me.
Oh, that's
That,
really
that
nice.
was a spicy meatball right there.
Oh, that's really good.
Look at that, only $1 off for damage.
To be fair, normally I tie handbrakes on, but today I just really couldn't care.
Got 2 to a hook here. 1. Long half.
What's
5
a
feet?
long half?
I don't know. 2, 1, got him.
We have, oh, you're gonna have to do a little reverse action. I'm gonna need a wheel.
A little wheelie.
Oh, okay, that's far enough. Alright, you're okay ahead. Wow,
I'm
that's...
glad that you're able to function through this, Matt. My brain is fried just looking at what you've accomplished.
It's... Well, Nick, I'll let you in on a little secret when it comes to railroading. You have to boil it down to the most brain-dead way of doing things.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm just gonna pull this pin here.
Wow.
Are we still lined for that short runner?
Yeah, we're lined for the short runner.
Cool,
Yes.
Nick, go.
Oh my god, are you gonna fly the switch? Oh my god, that's
Yes.
genius.
Maybe not that fast.
There was no
Squeals
specific
around.
instruction.
Wait, you may want to pull the cut lever. Oh my god. I'm gonna open the angle cock when it gets close.
I'm riding with the handbrake here.
I'm doing a
Bryce.
super illegal. Oh, okay.
Bryson, you're at Cole 1. When you're all tied on, you're free to leave.
Call 1, Bryson Yard message.
I gotta go catch up to Nick down here.
Just going to finish continuity and I'll be on my way shortly.
Far enough there, 142. Alright, you're lined back into that cut. Take her back.
Riding on the
Alright.
footboards. Let's go. Oh, like probably 15 there, Nick. Like 8. 3 1/4. Need like 1 and an
Bryson
8.
Yard, call 1, just going to be out of the cab for a couple of minutes.
Far enough stretch. Alright, good tie, shove 'em. Keep shoving back. We got a break we need to make. Need 3 cars. Timber. One of them.
A donut.
What?
A donut.
I think like one half a car. Truck.
Half a crumb.
You're far enough. Half a crumb.
Nibble.
Nibble.
Good hook, stretch him.
I have heard somebody say once they're gonna take a nibble of air.
I have had an instructor tell me that. Just take a little bite of air. Little nibble. Just a nibble. We probably shouldn't depart.
I can hear something coming.
Yeah. Check the map here. It looks like we got the fast mail coming through.
There's a feeling I get when I look to the west.
And I think that's the hot shot behind them. And we've got switching, so we should probably let the hot shot pass.
Is that what's passing us now?
Fast mail first, powered by a Terminator,
then
it
the
looks
hot
like.
shot.
And the hot shot.
And my spirit is fine for leaving.
Well, these are some pretty passenger cars.
That's the
Can't go
that's
wrong
the
with
AI
that.
train that gets in the way.
Remember when those baggage cars had RPO equipment inside?
I forgot about that.
Crossing
Nice.
Yardmaster Cole 1 back in the cab and departing west. Thank you very much.
Roger, you will have a meet at Alarka Junction. But other than that, clear track.
Roger, meet at Alarka Junction for Cole 1. Thank you.
Oh, I guess we'll just chase the markers of this hotshot up to Wilmot's our next stop. Is that what we have going on here next?
Yes, Wilmot. I can't remember. Is Barker's before Wilmot or after?
Map. Wilmot first. We still have something coming, Nick.
Oh, I thought you said we're good to go. My bad. I'm gonna do the Smoke Creek thing.
Nick just said, "Take me out of service."
Nick said highball. That's me at the end of the day when I'm like, I want to go home and I'm just like sitting there, arm on the whistle, waiting for the highball from the conductor, and I'm like, get all these people on the train. I'm ready to leave.
It's quitting time,
Nick's-
and I need at least 3 beers in my system.
Nick's brain looks like a piece of burnt toast.
Casey, we have to check with the boat to make sure everyone's on board.
They can walk, Chris. It's only 3 miles.
Oh, I got. Oh, I was on a. I rode the boat on an old people day.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. It was, transitions were slow, shall we say.
And that's why group cars are now car 2 and 3.
DL2, this is Extra 630. Hello again.
Hello
Oh,
again.
fancy meeting you again.
It's the
Hi.
Dirty 32. Oh wait, I thought you were Coltrane. Never mind.
No, he's at the other end of the division.
Oh man, see, I don't even know where I'm at.
That's
I don't even
okay.
know
You
if
don't
I'm
need to know where
qualified
you
on
are.
this railroad.
What are you
You
talking about? If I look in cruise, you're a train master.
Oh, there's a car
That's a
missing.
real person.
You see that too?
Yeah, that's funky.
Alright, I wonder what's broken.
Oh my gosh. So on mine, there's three pulpwood flats that are missing, but the loads are hovering in midair, going down the
That's
track.
awesome.
No, wait. They're hovering in midair and they're going down the track sideways.
That's awesome.
I wish I could
I-
see your screen, Nick.
I'll drop it in a chat. It is a vibe.
Nick out here doing vibe checks.
Yeah, I had to reconnect to be able to see a hopper on the rear of my consist.
Alright, and I think that's a highball for us, right? It's the last
Yeah, I
thing
think
coming.
I think we're okay to launch.
I am the
Hey.
CVO of this railroad. That is the Chief Vibes Officer.
I missed hanging out with you, Nick.
I get paid in Starbucks lattes.
You get paid?
I'm frequently seen discussing the feng shui of the art office.
That tracks.
Well, Matt, you gotta come join me and play with Ding Dings.
What?
Ding Dings.
I'm so confused. Oh, trolleys.
Yes.
I have operator training on the 22nd and the 23rd.
Good man.
I haven't been down there to volunteer because the yard has just been brutal. 12-hour days. Let's go. I want that bread.
Of course. You're gonna get on these cars and you're gonna be like, well, that was easy.
It's silly. I really like collecting any type of operator licenses. Like I'm forklift certified. I have my conductor's license. I'm remote certified. I want to be motorman certified.
Well, that's the way to go.
Sooner or later, I want to become an engineer, which may be sooner rather than later, but that would ruin everything.
It would ruin things?
Well,
because then they can stick you out on the road more, and then it's not what you want to do.
It's how do I say this? It's an entirely different beast. So I have fairly good seniority as a conductor, even though I have no real seniority. If I became an engineer, I would be working the short pole for the next 15 years, not making really any money. So, could I be an engineer? Sure. I'd be okay with that, but...
You gotta go to a tourist railroad and play engineer there. Like, go up to Oil Creek and play the slow or something like that.
So, here's the interesting thing that my friend... Well, he's not my friend, but I know he goes down to Western Maryland, I believe. I think it's Western Maryland. That's where we went, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, one of the engineers that I work with goes down there, and basically what he told me is it still counts as hours of service, so if I wanted to go down there and still work railroad, I would have to keep track of that so that it doesn't conflate, right?
Interesting.
I still have to be rested for my job.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I knew some Jersey Transit guys who had to do that weird math.
I mean,
to
at the
keep
end of the
track
day,
of everything.
I really don't care. I'll gladly do what I need to do.
Yeah.
I work a 5-day work week. I'll gladly go down there and do that.
Are we expecting any meets coming west?
No, I think everything's behind us.
Wow, we're almost done with our local. I don't know what time in the game we started.
2 hours ago.
2 hours ago. Isn't it wonderful when, like, switching takes real time?
I don't think I like this game anymore.
I like how we turned somebody off of it.
No, this is an amazing game. It really represents the feel of just locals and yard work. I will gladly, any chance I get, become a yard rat in this game for you guys.
Well, you're always
Well, that
welcome to
is
come hang
most
out with
appreciated.
when we hang out and play this. I gave you the details, but no, it's the yard rat. The yard's not something a lot of people take up, or like the plant switchers.
Yeah,
so road trains are where it's at for most people, I find.
I get that. It especially for, like, real world people. Everybody likes a road train. You want to get on, you want to go somewhere, but I like drilling cars.
Yeah.
I like switching puzzles. It's fun.
Oh, gotta introduce you to,
like this
we gotta
picture, though?
introduce you to Bryson Yard. Or as I've been calling it these last couple weeks, the toilet that is unclogging Bryson Yard.
I will gladly do that for you. I just need to figure out what your operating scheme is.
Casey, do you want to pan to Bryson and see what's going on now?
You know what? Let me pop my 2 camera over there briefly. We'll take a look at the toilet over here.
Oh, should I be scared? I'll join you. Let's see.
Holy train, Batman.
Whoa, I don't know what's going on.
I need those RS units.
my.
There's like a 30-something car train. 40-something car train.
Build it
34.
bigger. Build it bigger.
Well, I've got more pulpwood flats coming down the hill from Walker. I could, but there's a limit.
Yeah, we have limits on trains going west of Bryson because of siding length issues. There's only one siding where trains can pass if it's over 35 cars.
And that's not always the case either, because they get the long gons in there.
Yeah. Oh, hey, BMAC.
Oh, hello. As we found out.
The
Did
hard
you already
way.
do the
How do you want
PSA?
me to do this?
Did we already do what?
The PSA?
We did not do a PSA.
Oh, check OG.
Yeah, I'm not touching that tonight.
Okay.
That's
Roger.
Oh, did we make it to?
yeah, we're stopped here. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, waiting instructions.
You see, I fell asleep. I was doing the conductor thing and making my brakeman do all the work.
Yeah, fine. I'll do everything. All right, pins pulled. Your cutaway ahead. Clearing the switch for the industry. However many cars that is. 12 cars. See, it's nice. You have a UI. You can see how long you are. When do we get an iPad in real life so that way you can see, like, live to date how many cars you have?
What? I think we have that.
Do you have that? Okay, you're forgetting. I was short line, then went into heritage operations because I got tired of freight and my back falling apart.
Fair.
So
Yeah,
I have a radio and a steam locomotive. That's as technologically advanced as I get.
Does your steam locomotive have PTC?
No,
Don't run it on the main.
4 cars. 2. 1 long. Oh, I'm at the wrong switch.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm
One
like,
car.
wait a minute.
Typical CT. Throwing the wrong switch under the train. You're far enough there, Nick.
Alright.
What-
Your
What was
line,
that
Matthew.
very deep exhale?
That was me laughing at myself.
Alright, next crossing's clear, starting back, need like 8.
Are you flagging the crossing?
Oh, that is lovely.
You have to protect the crossing. I don't think anyone's gonna come, because cars haven't been invented yet.
And if they do, they're driving off the cliff.
Yeah, who wants to drive on this road that goes right into the river? There's a really dark bridge joke in there, and I'm gonna refrain from making it. 1 car.
Gotta say, tonight's been a lot of fun.
It has been.
Truck it! Wheeler. Far enough. Stretch him. That's the ahead direction, Nick.
You said stretch them.
Yeah, stretch him out.
I did.
You just keep going.
Oh, right. I might need to release the brakes to do that. That's okay. Got it.
Alright, 7 to clear the switch. Six. 3 more. Two. 1. Half a truck. Wheelie. Far enough. These 2. Alright, shove them back. 2 cars.
Oh. Sorry,
think
I'm
we-
allergic to work.
Far enough there.
Alright, I'm back. Make sure we block the crossing so the police can't get down here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, switch line. Clear back. Call it 8. 7. 7 cars back. I think once we get our train made up, I'm looking at the time and realizing we should probably wrap up for
Yes.
the evening. Because
That
we've
would
been
be a good
having too
time.
much fun. I kind of lost track of the time.
I don't even know what time it is.
It's almost 10 o'clock.
Oh, man.
I really hope that came through the microphone. I was doing the deep, deep backup hose whistle.
Nope.
2 to a
No.
stop.
Didn't hear that.
Aw.
I have a button on my keyboard that triggers the Lionel Train Town. That's a fender bender.
Half a car.
I wonder if it works on Discord.
That is amazing.
Ah, you know what? They're all in. Pins pulled ahead. Clear switch. Three cars.
We've got that drop.
Chad is saying that Twitch heard it come through. 2 cars.
Well, I'm glad they did.
1 car. Truck. Keep her rolling. Keep her.
Roll it.
Wheel. Far enough. Switch
Roll
line.
that.
Clear back. 10. Gonna give it to Matt.
Yeah, bring it back like 10.
I got your your
Yep.
crossing clear and protected.
Oh, yeah. Those
When
cars
you
are
said I'm
rolling
gonna-
back.
When you
this-
said I'm gonna hand it back to Matt, I pictured one of those old school rap songs or hip hop songs when people are like, I'm gonna hand it off to DJ, insert DJ name here, DJ Matt.
So,
Switch
Matt,
it,
do you
hand
still
it
have-
over the mic.
Matt, do you still have the hand signal for like when you're throwing a move back to someone else?
No, that's what? No, we don't have brakemen. Not really. 2 cars next. 2. You know what? Actually, if you get it stopped, that'll probably do. Oh yeah, that was nice. Go ahead and stretch it. Oh yeah, you got him. All right, shove back like another 6. Yeah, we don't have that hand signal.
It's a cool. So that's like one of the fun things coming up with old heads is they teach you weird hand signals like that. And got taught one where it's like you give the backup move, and then you take your hand and you do like this like sweeping point motion, and then the next guy starts giving hand signals of like
that's really
throw it
cool.
like you give the hand signal and then you literally chuck it down to the next guy.
Far enough, Nick. Stretch.
And I've seen it used one time with like the old heads, and then never again.
All right, Nick. Good tie. We're all together.
Well, shall we ride off into the sunset for the evening?
I think we should.
Good to me.
Well, Matt, thank you for joining us this evening for this. This was a ton of fun. I hope everyone watching learned a little bit about what being a conductor's like in the modern day, and getting to watch a crew work together. And honestly, how you did Whittier, I've never thought of doing it like that before, and it went so much quicker than any way I've ever done it. So that's new ways, and watching a yard guy work super efficiently. That's, I don't know, I really love that. So thank you for coming on tonight.
Absolutely. I will gladly return whenever you guys next do this, hopefully.
Yeah, we're we hang out here at the AM&W Model Railroad Club twice a week, but we're usually streaming once a month with a topic, and second time is a community night where subscribers and channel members and a couple lucky winners from a raffle on the Discord can come and join and run on the AM&W with us. So we do that twice a month. I think community night's coming up next weekend, next Friday. But yeah, that's that. Well, thank you everyone for joining the Conductor 208, tonight's class title. Hope you had fun. I'm Professor Casey.
And I'm Professor Dick.
And have a good evening, everyone.
Good night.